Good morning and welcome to Presence of Light with charlierivermanbergeron. It's always a pleasure to be here with you on Friday morning as I come live from York, Maine in the USA and offer what arises with me in the morning as I face the day after a week of dancing in the energies of this beautiful planet Earth and all that it has to offer us. So today's topic is really one that comes to me early in the morning, and it's about gratefulness and empowerment, and they may seem like somewhat opposites in a way, but they actually are connected energetically. And so as I deepened into the thought of gratitude and empowerment and what it was presenting to me this morning, I thought, well, I am very grateful, and I have this gratefulness that is unbelievably powerful. And no matter what happens, I can always bring myself back to that place of gratefulness. There is something for me to be grateful for, no matter what is happening to me, around me, or in the greater world. The word empowerment paused for me. Where do I get my empowerment? How am I empowered? How can any of us tap into our, what I would call, divine empowerment? That ability, that God-given right to be the powerful beings that we are, rather than people who are feeling small and weak and non-efficient, non-understood. We're not being heard. We're not being honored. And that's what seems to be playing out in the world right now is no matter where we are in the world, we're feeling disempowered. And I'm not here to be political on anything. It's not about politics. It's not about what's really going on in the world as a collective frustration. But it's about our evolution. It's about our evolution as human beings and how we fail to realize that we are far more powerful than we have been taught and given credit for. And that comes out of our gratefulness, and they're entangled. So let me just say good morning to all. And I don't see anybody appearing on the sideline, so I hope I am live. The little sign says I'm live. I know I'm live. See, I can pinch me, I know. And so I want to bring my humor back into this beautiful circle, because it's just, yeah, it's an amazing journey that we're on. So today, let's gather into our hearts in the energetic frequencies of gratefulness and empowerment. And at the end, we will do a little meditation, and we'll work up to that. So many of you, and as well as myself, question how our gratitude has the ability to empower us. So especially right now, where we're being called to look at so much pain and suffering in the world. And I do want to mention those who have recently died in that explosion, that horrible explosion, and the people who are now suffering with the reparation of all of that, both in their families and their community. It is really a deep wound in the heart of humanity. So, as my words came into my mind this morning, beginning to prepare for this talk, I needed some help. So I went to first to the Kuan Yin Oracle deck. That's these beautiful cards and the messages written on them by Alana Fairchild. And I pulled a card that's called To the Celestial Mountain. And it's card number 41. So rather than go with today's date and what's happening in the universe with Lionsgate tomorrow, I said, what does the number 41 have to speak to me this morning? And from several sources, I came down to the number 4, meaning being of service and devotion. And the number 1 being our achievement and manifestation. And together they represent the power we have to manifest very powerful and positive outcomes to all of the distorted thoughts and actions that have resulted in so much pain and suffering that we have created in our past. And we are creating right now in this moment somewhere around the world. And the Kuan Yin card, the main message of To the Celestial Mountain, and as I said later on at the end, we will do a journey together. That there are times when we just don't know how to deal with everything. So, To the Celestial Mountain, Alana Fairchild's main message is this. There are times when divine energy is needed to help us achieve our spiritual goals. When you do not feel completely in control of your destiny. The divine is usually gifting you with an opportunity to reach for assistance and to invoke divine power, to call to the celestial mountain so that you might be gifted with a far superior outcome. Your permission to beings that love you unconditionally, to offer you help, is an expression of spiritual empowerment. You empower those forces to come to your aid and help you manifest your life purpose and destiny. So we think about our destiny, and we know that our destiny can change on the surface, but ultimately we have a divine destiny. And it's important for us to notice within ourselves that we have an ultimate power that cannot truly be distorted or adapted to misuse. And in this moment, we right now have the opportunity, an exceptional opportunity, to honor and recreate what we would commonly say as heaven on earth. And right now, it's not there. It's not here. In the beginning, it was here because it is here. And over time, we have fallen away. We have listened to our own importance rather than our true importance of being here. I don't know what that means to you, but questions arose. Can it be just a dream or a wild fantasy that is not achievable except in a child's mind? As I remember as a child, the wonder of being here was sort of a heaven on earth. In spite of all of the traumas and pains, it was always magical. It was always mystical. There was always some deeper connection. I could feel a deeper connection to everything, to the birds, to the animals, to the earth, to the trees. There was a connection that over time, as my mind grew with the construction of how, or the structure of the world, that got pushed out and pushed away and denied and regulated and ruled, and somebody told me, no, it's this way, no, it's that way. And there was conflict and confusion with who was right and who was wrong and who was more powerful and who do I listen to. And that was this third dimensional experience of humanity for me, when as a child I knew in my heart that there was something far more powerful and beautiful to experience. So, yeah, can it be just a wild fantasy, or is it just a child's mind thinking? Or is it actually playing out in the world around us that is right now so painful and harmful that we can't envision how powerful we truly are? It's just so dense, this fog, that we can't see through that fog and imagine the powerful beings we truly are, both as individuals and as a collective. When we take away all of the borderlines, when we take away all of the judgments, when we take away all of the perceptions that are not based in truth or reality, but greed and desire. So my favorite deck of cards is always this beautiful. Imagine this is I'm trying to think of her name. Eleanor von Linden has created this deck of cards, which is representing the universe. They're sacred space meditation cards. And this card that I pulled is a beautiful vision, a perfect ring of hot blue stars around a yellow nucleus, and it's known as Hoag's object. About 120,000 light years wide. So when I look at this, I see the point within the circle. And the point within the circle is a very important sacred geometric energy. And I use it in groups. I use it in all the work that I do. I always recognize that symbol right there that this galaxy is pointing out to us. That in that outer circle, in geometry, there are 12 places, 12 points around one. And that makes the completeness. But what is the one? And this is every man's journey, is to perhaps sit around that circle in those 12 positions. See the one from those 12 positions. And know that no matter where we sit, no matter where we are, no matter what we do, we honor that point of creation in the center, no matter how we describe it. And the message of this card is imagine the possibilities. And the writing is, as I merge with my higher self, I am open to endless possibilities. And I am truly blessed. I want you to feel the blessings. I want you to know that your blessings are specifically guided to you. And we can all access this. And we can all bring through thoughts of divine purity. We can all receive messages that align with the highest potential for humanity as a collective whole. However, there is a part of us that quickly dismisses them, and we deny our gratitude and our ability to empower others with the beautiful teachings that we receive. This behavior or this practice keeps us from standing in our true sovereign power as children of peace, light, and love. It keeps us playing the victim role and playing it out rather than our true creator role. And that's what's needed right now in this moment, is for each of us to shift that from victim to creator. The old saying is, we are the ones we have been waiting for. And we are. And we have children who are coming into the world who will never know us, but they will know what we have done. And this is why we need to gather together in the heart and align with our divine guides, however you want to think of them, and connect heart to spirit. So some of the things that came up for me was there is no life in a machine or artificial intelligence. There is no mercy in laws that do not respect all of nature's life forces. There is no gratitude or empowerment in a world which cannot honor its full capability to align within the field of creation, rather than one of destruction, pain, and suffering. This is where we are. And I encourage each of you to take a deeper look into your own heart and know that the power that exists within it. It's an amazing energy beyond our comprehension, designed to be a positive and creative force, fueled by gratitude. Gratitude is the fuel of this energy. Because in the moment we accept gratitude in our lives, we open all of the channels to receive more abundance, more power. And so as I continue to meditate and think about the journey to the celestial mountain and read about it and read her interpretation, I thought perhaps this morning we should take a journey to the celestial mountain. And right now, I don't know if I'm live on Humanity Healing. It says I'm live, but I'm not getting any comments. So if you're there, please know that I can't answer your questions. And perhaps it's designed that way so that we will deepen our journey right now to the celestial mountain. So I'm going to just, offer you this opportunity to sit quietly, close your eyes, take a deep breath, feel the water of your breath, and feel and know that the elements of air and water are supporting you in your physicality right now. And when we think of air and water, think of the mountaintops where there is air and water. And know that we are mountains. Each one of us is a mountain in a different form. That we have the power of being a source and sovereign being to all of the life that is around us. And so in your daily practice, I ask you all to take more moments of your day and spend it by sitting quietly in nature. And perhaps envisioning a mountain near you, or one that you feel called to or have learned about. And communicate with that beautiful presence that stands up so tall above all of everything else around it, and is a provider of so many natural elements, physical elements, and inspirational moments. So as we deepen into this, just relax. Know that we are safe here in this circle around the world. We are all part of this circle around one as we have gathered here. I'm not the one, I'm just part of the circle. But no, in the middle of us, in the midst of us, in the midst of this, in the center point of this celestial mountain is the one. Inhale slowly, calmly, and begin to envision a celestial mountain. Perhaps like the mountains behind me in that cloth painting, where the chariot will leave the ground and travel to. Where harmony and balance trickle into your consciousness. Like water flowing from the mountain's springs, trickling down into your hearts. As that spring water fills your heart, allow it to rise. Allow it to rise up into your third eye. Right here into your third eye. Allow that water to rise up and fill the space of your third eye. Perhaps you may feel it pulsing. Allow the pulsing. It may be in rhythm with your heartbeat. Perhaps you feel your heartbeat through that water. Allow yourself to feel whatever you are feeling now in that third eye. Allow your vision to encompass it. Allow that water to enter into your mind, into the inner core of what we call our mind, the physical structure, the intelligent structure. Allow that water to cleanse away all thoughts of who you are, where you are, or anything else that arises in a very calming and caring way. Allow it to wash it away. You are recognized here. You are safe here. You are home here. You are grateful here. You are empowered here. as the divine being you indeed and truly are. Do not believe for a moment that you are not loved. Or that asking for help here is a sign of weakness. Nor are you judged here. You are here to acknowledge who you are, and that you are not loved or asking for help, not loved for ask. You are not loved for your being here and asking for help. Or that it is a sign of weakness or insignificance. You are here along with me to acknowledge that we are not just humans. We are here to remember that we are powerful beings that are never, ever, ever alone. The power, the love, the energy that is flowing through us now comes from the source of life. There has never been any separation. Except within the two halves of our human brain, our human mind, designed so beautifully to communicate within ourselves, within our physical body, and with each other. And the only place there is division is within our human thoughts and expression as they're brought out of this presence that we are now in. Know that as we journey to this part of ourselves, this celestial mountain, which is a form in which we dwell as a collective. We are one. We are whole. We are connected. Without any disturbance. Without any destruction. In grace and harmony and love. Take another deep breath. And another. Feel the presence of who you truly are. And know that it's in this beingness that we are complete. And it is this presence which needs to find its way back into our physical expression. To be held up as the way shower for all of our actions, all of our judgments, all of our fears, all of our distress. That this precious water that comes from this beautiful mountaintop will clear and cleanse us so that we will no longer keep creating the separation that is causing us so much pain and suffering. Come back slowly into your body, back into your physical presence, back into your third dimensional awareness. Be gentle with yourself as you do this. Know that you are coming back with a precious gift. The precious gift of empowerment. That when you feel weak, that when you feel fearful, that when you feel distorted, you can return to this everlasting mountain. And restore what has been torn or damaged. and coming back into your body fully, begin to express that which you have sought within yourselves, knowing that there in the celestial mountains, there is only one language: unconditional love, which cannot be misused in any form, shape, or manner, because it is the source of creation, that point within the circle. And we have never been disconnected. I'm complete. I'm whole. I send you love and light and peace. May each of you discover within yourselves who you truly are, and learn to be bold and act from that place within your hearts, knowing that everything outside of that has no power over you in any shape, manner, or form. You are beautiful, beautiful beings. I love you. I thank you. I respect you. I am you. You are me. We are unity. And hopefully today, the empowerment that you have received encourages you to seek more empowerment and not fear empowerment. Because true empowerment is divine love. Share your divine love with the rest of the world. We need it right now. I'm complete. I'm whole. I'm in love with all of you. I'm in love with life. And hopefully some of this got out. And if not, then I apologize for my inability to control computer and technology. Until next week, find the mountain within you, and dwell there more often. Thank you all for being here, and have a great week. Bye.